Welcome everybody to the Alpha Pro Series, or not Alpha Pro Series, Alpha Team League, America's Pro. This is going to be BlackN Esports against Alpha X. I'm your caster Snoopy, and joined by my side is Salivant.
How are you guys going? And we have an amazing lineup from both teams today. It is possibly the highest level match we've casted. Storm Gaming may have been close, but both these teams have such great lineups. We'll have to describe them after the intros occur. But for now, we have Art versus Eggs, both high-level GMs. Art is, in fact, I believe, currently in the top 10 in Europe at about 6,500 MMR.
Yeah.
Well, Eggs is no slouch, about 6K himself.
Yeah, I mean, currently Art is our highest MMR player in Alpha X, so definitely going to be a strong player. And here we go, Cyber Forest, game number 1.
Yeah, it should be interesting. Just loading into the game because it's many of us' first game of the day. There are a fair few observers here. Plenty of people interested in the outcome of this match, the semi-finals. One and done. No more group stages. The loser of this will be eliminated. In the upper left, spawning for Alpha X, the top 10 European Protoss, the 6.5k Phenom. It is Art.
And spawning at the bottom right, we have the Teal Zerg player from BlackN Esports. It is Eggs.
Eggs himself, certainly no slouch. I believe he's possibly the best Zerg in Latin America. He's one of the top players out there. It's just that Special and Kelazar tend to overshadow anyone else from that region.
Oh.
But he's usually up near the top in those qualifiers. It's just that there's only a couple of slots, and usually Special and Kelazar take them, and so Eggs is in relative obscurity despite his skill.
You know, I haven't actually heard of Eggs that much in the scene, but I don't doubt he is a very skillful player. I mean, both teams are playing in the playoff semifinals, so they do definitely want to send their best players in the lineup, because there is a prize pool for ATL America's Pro, so both teams definitely want to take a grab of that money.
Oh yeah, what is that prize pool?
Well, currently there is a matcherino. It's like around I think $320 total prize pool for the first and second place match, or the finals rather. And there is a constellation.
Nice.
There is a constellation, or I guess third place match prize pool matcherinos. So whoever loses in the semifinals do get to play a third place match to at least get some money.
Ah. So now seems like a good time to talk about the rest of the lineup.
Oh yeah, sure.
So we've got Art versus Eggs first, of course. Then we've got Acheron versus Starkiller. Those of you who know Starkiller need no introduction. Acheron himself, a 6.2k Terran. Starkiller about a 5.8k Zerg. Quite an aggressive player. I look forward to seeing what he has in store against a strong Terran opponent. We have Asraya versus Champ. Two of possibly top 10 North American players, I would say. Both of them have been around in the scene for a while, though Asraya has gotten a lot better recently, I would say. Maybe it's just biased because I've been watching out for him more now that he's on my team. But I feel like I hadn't really heard of Asraya a lot, and now all of a sudden I'm seeing him everywhere. Like WCS Winter and the Pro Series and all that, though he's part of the Pro Series because he's on our team, but he's in the round of 8 of WCS Winter, and I wouldn't have expected that going in. He's really getting a lot better, I'd say.
Yeah,
it's really great to see.
Yeah, I think he's peaking recently. He's been playing a lot, so all the practice paying off.
Alpha X is doing him good, giving him those opportunities to play against top players like Parting and Patience for decent prize pools. Asraya did take a game of Patience last week in our backup Pro Series when Keen wasn't able to make it. And so after that we have Armani versus Mamba. And some of you may be thinking in the back of your mind, wait a minute, I recognize that name. Who the hell is Armani? And the answer is that Armani was one of the lower tier Korean pro gamers in Heart of the Swarm. He was never a GSL champion, but even the lower tier pro gamers who make the round of 32, round of 16 and such are really good. And remember, Armani did this during possibly the most competitive time in StarCraft 2 history. The players are arguably better now than they were back then, but there are more of them. But we are now seeing a Nidus Worm coming out from Eggs, so we will need to stop talking about this lineup and start talking about this game. Both Art has been playing a pretty standard game so far. Warp Prism into a relatively fast, very fast Warp Prism from Robo. But I think, oh wow, these Lings are doing a ton of damage, and this Nidus is going to come out very shortly. Art does see the Does he see the Overlord with his building pylon? He does not, but he sees it now. Now he knows. But he doesn't really have any units to do anything with it. He needs to wall off completely. Oh, and he doesn't make it! Loses the probe immediately. Sentry in serious trouble, and I think that Art may just end up being taken out very swiftly here. Remember, this Nidus is the real threat, and the Queens and Lings flood into the main base of Art. He's having a hard time just dealing with the Lings at his natural, let alone the greater threat at the main. There's only 26 workers for eggs, so Art can take a lot of damage and still come back from this. Charge is done. Oh no, it's not done.
Just barely.
It gets sniped. It gets denied. Oh, the warp prism gets charged.
Nice.
Oh, that is beautiful play, but will it be enough? Oh, so smart, so cool under pressure. But can he do it? There's just so many lings. He's doing his best to hold on. There's only a few queens. I think he might actually hold this. Oh, come on, Art. Can you do it? The Immortal getting lower and lower. The Warp Prism goes down. I think that Art may hold, but at what cost? There's 3 bases for eggs. There's still a ton of workers. More and more lings flooding out. There's 2 Immortals. They are trying to hold the fort. A hallucinated Archon just to soak up any shots that they can. Art holds the Art holds the rush. Oh my goodness.
Wow, that was so close there.
It doesn't get closer than that. But it's not over yet. Another Nidus is coming. This warp gate is in peril. He should have had an Immortal up there to deny that Nidus, but he did not. And more queens are coming out. They are injured, but there is a lot of lings to follow them. The lings forced to retreat from the natural. Eggs not able to fight in 2 places at once, which is a bit of a saving grace for Art, but Eggs is starting to drone up. He's getting a Roachborn. He's transitioning out of this. He's just trying to do any little bit of damage he can with the remaining units that he has left, and he will get some damage done as he takes out this warp gate and makes another Nidus network, but this one is not going to get up, I don't think. Not with all these zealots on top of it, and even if it does get up, it won't get up for long. There's only a few lings in it. I don't think it's going to get anything done.
Unfortunately for Art, X did actually get a creep tumor in the main base, so if he wants to, he can later Nidus some more if he chooses to do so.
Yeah, you're right. He has that vision. Prism on the way. I think that Art is going to want to go for an Immortal drop as a follow-up to this. Try and get some damage done on the other side of the map. Eggs has not won the game, but he is definitely ahead from this rush. Still, I can't believe Art held that. That was just so well done. With that Warp Prism to finish charge, if he hadn't done that, he loses the game.
Yeah, and we know Nidus play is so strong in the meta right now. That's why a lot of Zergs are making it. So Protoss definitely needs to learn how to deal with that over time. I think Art has done okay, but still, as you said, Eggs does have a bit of advantages going into the mid game here.
Yeah, we had a similar game with Dark versus Hero in GSL yesterday. I won't reveal what the ending was or which game it was, but Dark went for a Nidus. Oh, actually, there's another Nidus in the main base right now. And Eggs, and I don't think that.
Yeah, he doesn't.
No, Art doesn't see it. So more lings are going to flood in. This is not an all-in by any means, but it's going to get a lot of damage done as it continues to put on that pressure. And these Immortals are on the other side of the map. Oh, Zealot's getting some damage done at the third while the Immortals come into the main. So there'll be some damage on both sides. And let's see who gets the better end. Both sides fighting so hard to actually multitask on multiple fronts. It's so difficult. It's like the hardest thing in StarCraft. But oh, this Warplane is actually in serious trouble. It could go down.
Oh no!
It's going to! Oh no, he loses a Warp Prism and an Immortal. And suddenly the supplies are shooting up in favor of Eggs, as Eggs is going for a lot of roaches. And you really need every Immortal you can get for that.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be another. Oh wait, there's already roaches in the main base of Art. These players are moving too fast for me to keep up. And with all of these roaches streaming in, I think this actually might be Art's last stand. The Nidus has just done so much. The Warp Prism did not do the damage it needed to. GG is called, and Eggs will take game number 1.
Alrighty, there. Some nice play, some nice Nidus play from Eggs. And we're going to go into game number 2, which will be on Automaton. Yeah, Automaton between Aquarian and Starkiller.
Good defense from Art, but it was not good enough. So I like that game. Neither side really got rolled over. Art definitely fought with everything he had.
Yeah, and I really, I mean, despite the loss, I do really like that War Prism play, allowing him to finish the charge and also Michael the weekend Zealots.
Oh yeah, I hope someone clipped that.
Yeah.
That is insanity. Not just a play, but thinking of doing that in the middle of such a hectic moment in the game.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of one of those like TLO moments, like it's like
Yeah.
their IQ and their creativity just on full on display.
Wasn't it a TLO who, I think, loaded some units into a Nidus network and then just unloaded them on the other side of the same Nidus network without even a Nidus worm, just to get them slightly closer to the enemy to deal more shots and take out more units?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's right, he did it with the Banelings, so that they were immune to damage in that tiny bit of time that
Oh
they
yeah,
went
yeah,
smash into the bio army. I saw that and I was like,
yeah. That
is
was
so
pretty
cool.
sick.
Oh, like you can't practice that. It would be stupid to practice that. You're gonna get the chance to do it one game in 10,000.
Yeah.
He's probably never had that opportunity before, and will never have it again. Or maybe he had that opportunity once 6 months ago and thought, "Hang on, I should have done this," and then he remembered it for the next 6 months until he faced that situation again in an actual game. As you said, we will have Acheron versus Starkiller next.
Yep.
Acheron, also a very good player, just one of those players who tends to be a bit overshadowed because Europe is so jam-packed full of strong players. Acheron currently 22nd on the European server at 6,200 MMR. So it will be an uphill battle for Starkiller. And if Acheron takes down Starkiller, I'm a little worried for Alpha X.
Yeah, but I mean, Starkill is one of those players that he plays a kind of a unique style compared to other Zergs, and sometimes it catches his opponent off guard. I think
Yeah.
he still has a good chance.
But it also sometimes he plays too predictably, and his opponent plays into that. But Acheron is from Europe. So he may not have played against Starkiller a lot. So it could catch him off guard, indeed.
All right, looks like Akarin is gonna go ahead and create the map. Hopefully he's making it right now. Okay, he needs their team captain needs to, or one of their players needs to relog or something.
As much as I love Alpha X, I think that the odds are definitely not in their favor at the moment. I was predicting a 3-1 or a 3-2 for Black Knight, though I could have seen it going 3-2 our way. That was before the first game. I was thinking that Art would beat Eggs. I was thinking that Acheron would beat Starkiller. I was thinking Australia versus Cham could probably go either way. And I was thinking that Armani would probably beat Mamba. So if someone's gonna have to break out my prediction, or else we'll lose 3-0 or 3-1. So hopefully Australia can win his match, and hopefully Starkiller or Mamba can break the odds like Eggs just did.
Yeah, I mean both teams I think are just like really strong teams. Black Knight, as you may or may not know, did finish runner-up in last season's America's Pro, so they're definitely a formidable opponent, and they also finished first place in their group with a 8-1 record. We finished I guess number 2 with the same record, 8-1. They do have a +2 map score over us, so they did a little bit better in terms of the map sets, but in terms of overall record, even.
Well, very close. Who won the last season? I think it was us 2 seasons ago, but not last season, right?
I think. Oh wait, actually, let me go ahead and check. Alpha. It was Try Again. Try Again won the. Oh, actually,
Okay.
Black Knight finished 4th place. Actually, my mistake. It was Sidestorm
right.
Gaming that finished runner up in last season.
Ah. Damn, beating Psystorm is one hell of a feat.
Yeah, they're a loaded team for sure.
Yeah, I think they were the ones who delivered us our one loss in the group stage.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they're currently sitting number 1 in the group.
Undefeated?
Yeah, 9-0.
Damn.
and they got insane map scores, 27-4.
What?
I know, right? I mean, we're 25-5, so we're not too
Wow.
behind, but still 27-4 is pretty awesome.
And because we're 25 and 5, that means that since we lost to Systorm Gaming, that means we've only dropped 2 maps outside of that loss.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. It would have to be, so we would have lost 3-1 to Systorm if we got 25 wins. That'd be 24-2 throughout the rest of the season. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Though we have got some walkovers, but still.
Alrighty, we're heading into game number 2. BlackN leading 1-0 in this best of 5 series.
Both teams, both Alpha X and Black Knight, have been extremely dominant in their group stages, almost undefeatable. But now only one team can advance, and the other team will be dropped down to the consolation match. As we enter Automaton. Game number 2. In the bottom left, representing Black Knight, the 6.2k Terran, it is Acheron.
And spawning at the 2 o'clock position, we have the blue Zerg player from BlackN. It is Aquarian.
I think we just need to talk about the same player twice.
Oh, sorry. Star Killer, my bad.
Starkiller doing an Overlord trick, and I believe he's gonna make. I don't know. That's just how he chooses to do it. We'll be taking a fast hatchery. Meanwhile, we have Rax first for Acheron. So both sides opening relatively standard. Not too surprising. This is a very large map. ZVT, not really my specialty, nor is it, I imagine, yours, Snoopy.
Oh no, I wish, but no, it's
Right.
not my. I mean, it's my favorite to watch, so I guess I'm somewhat familiar with it, but I wouldn't say I'm an expert.
What do you think we'll see on Automaton? How does this map differ from the rest of the pool in TVZ?
Well, there is a gold base here in the bottom of Aquarian's main base. So I think a lot of Terran players likes to go and plot down a command center next to it later on in the game, and then mine from it, especially if they're going for a bio composition, because bio, you know, it's mainly mineral centric compared to, let's say, mech, which is more gas heavy. But I do see Aquarian maybe actually opening for maybe a 2 medevac marine drop. I think that could also do a quite amount of damage, as you can just pop in and out of the main base rather easily, I think.
So if you're Starkiller, what do you do to deal with the drop potential on a map like this?
Well, the first thing is you do need to get the Overlord spread. There are quite amount of spaces where you can actually hide your Overlord and spot those drops, because that's the first thing that you need to do. You gotta spot it, position your army. I think Starkiller, he's more of a roach player from what I've seen in the past, so it might be a little bit hard to maneuver from his main and third base with those roaches. So maybe he might play a Ling Bangling Muta style, but I guess we shall see once he gets his lair.
Yeah, in theory, Ling Bei Muta I think is a really good style on this map. But in practice, I don't know if Starkiller is practiced enough at it.
Yeah, well, this map definitely has a lot of wide open spaces, especially in the middle of the map, that you can get some good engagements in. So.
Oh yeah, definitely. We actually have a very fast 2-base layer out of Starkiller, so I think we might just see a Nidus, which I quite like. Starkiller knows that his normal Roach Ravager style isn't very good here. Why do it?
Oh, sorry. Gotta update the scoreboard here. Sorry.
Meanwhile, we do see a 2-1-1. It looks like from Acheron. So you were right. The too many back drop.
Yep, and
Acheron knows there's no third, but he does not see the lair, I don't think.
Yeah, but his Reaper does scout the 2 gas in the natural, so that kind of...
He did see it.
Okay, yeah, so he kind of knows what's up. Something's fishy coming on.
Good Could this be a Spire? Yeah, it's a Spire. 2-base Muta.
Oh.
Starkiller really embracing the map. The question is, will those Mutas be out in time to deny these drops? Because that's a lot of stimmed Marines that could kind of just tear apart these Mutalisks.
Yeah.
If Acheron's on the other side of the map as the Mutas are popping, that's actually like the worst case scenario for Starkiller. Starkiller's build is a pressure build. If it gets out pressured, then that's just awful for him.
Luckily for Aquaron, he did go for the double medevac Marine, so he's going to have plenty of Marines to at least defend it. But it might be across the map at the time the Mutas come about. So that's going to be a tricky situation as Aquaron doesn't even have a engineering bay to put up turrets.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen here. The Mutas are going to pop out very shortly. The Medivacs are on their way. I think that Acheron is actually going to make it to near Starkiller's base before the Mutalisks pop out. And I think that's going to be a good thing for Acheron overall. But if Acheron overextends, then he could get caught out. Double engineering bay are now on the way for Acheron, and Acheron does move out, and I think he's going to get spotted pretty much immediately. I think, yeah, it gets spotted. It's on the very edge of the Overlord's vision, and now definitely should be spotted. There's no way it can't be spotted now. 10 Mutalisks on the way. That is a lot of Mutalisks at this stage in the game, and I don't think that Acheron knows.
Yeah, he's going to be careful.
I wonder if that Overlord might have actually made him think, hang on, I think this is a Nidus.
Oh, yeah, that's actually a good point.
Always the tone of surprise, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I would like Aquaron to actually throw down a supply depot like in the edge of his base in the dark areas to at least scout that or spot that.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. I mean, that's not what Starkiller's going for, but Acheron doesn't know that. He's moving out with some Mutalisks and some Lings, but that's not going to get much done. He needs to see what pressure he can get done with the Mutalisks, I think. He can attack these buildings, he can attack the production, force a lot of these Marines away, maybe snipe some add-ons, force some stims. Lots of good stuff that he can do. Forces a stim, just backs away. He does have a third base now, but he's still behind, unless he gets damage done. And he hasn't really gotten damage done with these Mutalisks so far, though he has denied Acheron's attempt at any sort of pressure himself. So far, this has been a game where both sides have wanted to get aggressive, but because of that, we've ended up with a passive game, as both sides respect the other too much to go for an ill-considered aggression. But now, Acheron is moving out. He's got 3 tanks, actually 2 tanks it looks like, and a lot of Marines. So, Starkiller's trying to force out stims. He's making Banes, but I don't know if Baneling's speed is going to be done in time, and his creep spread is not where he would like it to be. So this could be a pretty hard hold for Starkiller.
Yeah, he definitely wants to buy enough time for the centrifugal hooks. That's definitely going to be really key in this engagement. The creep is spreading a bit more, but we shall see if it extends quite long enough. And here we go.
Starkiller's just going for counterattack.
Oh.
No, he's pulling back. So those Banelings are pretty clumped.
Oh, he's not
those
gonna
tanks
wait.
are doing some serious damage, but it does a decent split actually, and the Mutalisks are doing a lot of damage to the tanks. Oh, but that's a beautiful siege tank shot, and will he get another one? No, he does not. There's still a lot of Banelings left alive. Acheron is forced to kite backwards, and a lot of this is going to go down actually. Good hold from Starkiller. But at what cost? He's at 45 drones. He needs to get some damage done on the other side of the map. At the very least, deny this third base for a while.
Oh.
And, ooh, this medevac's going to go down, and this is a full medevac, and it's going to get killed as well. Excellent follow-up. And he's going to just keep on moving forward, actually. I don't know if that's a good idea, though. These siege tanks are going to get some great shots on the Banelings as the Marines continue to flee. But all these siege tanks are going to go down. And in the end, Starkiller is going to be forced to retreat. But I think he's done some good damage. But again, he's only at 45 workers. So he's going in for it again. He's making more Banelings. There is only 1 siege tank. And a lot of these Marines are actually getting taken out, one by one. It is 53 army supply to 24.
Oh my god, is Starkiller actually going to do this?
I think he might. I think he might just hold. I think he might just break through here. Oh, so many SCVs go down. He's retreating for now. but he's making more and more units. This is Starkiller's style. He normally does it with Roach Ravager, but he's doing it with Mutiling Bane very effectively. He's just continuing to throw wave after wave at the Terran. And look at the supplies. It is heavily in Starkiller's favor right now.
Yeah, but
there are no upgrades for Starkiller. He has to win soon, or he will not win at all. He's already down 2 upgrades.
Yeah,
Can he parlay this into a win? Go on.
And here we go. Looks like the Banelings are rolling in. He needs to make this count. There is no 4th base on the way for Starkiller. So he needs to do a significant amount of damage.
Position, though. I'd like to see some Zerglings come up from behind. But he's going for an arc. He's going for the flank. The Zerglings absorb a lot of the shots. Some of the Banelings are still alive as the tanks go down. Good splits from Acheron, though. Can Starkiller do it? I don't think so, but he's going to get more and more economic damage as well. Not going to try and go for the win right now. Oh, that's some good connections, though, from Starkiller. And this Mutalisk flock is actually difficult to contest. 36 more Lings on the way. More and more Banelings being produced. I just don't know. It's so close. I think Acheron just held that one, and his 2-2 is getting closer and closer. If 2-2 finishes and Acheron is not completely dead, he will be able to stabilize.
Yeah,
perhaps another minute or two. Starkiller has to be effective.
Yep, and again, no 4th base. There is a tank out. I think this is Starkiller's chance. While the tank count is low, this might be his chance to actually clear up this 3rd base. And here we go, Starkiller rolling in.
Starkiller agrees with you. He's got a good arc once again. He's moving in from all sides with the Banelings. The Mutalisk's doing more and more economic damage, but I think that he needs to just be going on this army now. Again and again, the 3rd base is being delayed and denied, but will it be enough as the upgrades are continuing to provide inevitability for Acheron? Acheron continuing to hold. One step after another, more and more Banelings on the way. 1-1 is now on the way for Starkiller, but I just don't know if it's going to do the trick. But Acheron's economy is getting a little weaker each time. He's producing all the units he can, but will it be enough? Now one of these reactors does go down. He's going to go for a second one. I don't know if I like that, because he's going to lose a lot of health on these Mutalisks, but he does take it down, further reducing the marine production of Acheron. He's making more Banelings. Starkiller definitely wants to get this kill. Ooh, another
nice.
Turret will be denied. More and more SCVs going down. Oh man, this is so close.
Yeah, 12 more Banelings. They're on the way.
Yeah. Just making Baneling after Baneling after Baneling, trying to run through and win with sheer waves of Zerg. He's playing Zerg the way it was originally conceived. Starkiller right now is the Swarm. Going around to check for a 4th base. Gonna try and get some damage done at the natural. There's 3 tanks up now for Acheron though, and they're very well spread out. But yeah, he is going for that flank with Lings and Banes. Look at that. That could be a beautiful flank if he pulls it off. Oh, he's actually going after these engineering bays, forcing the Marines back. Oh, but he's looking to trap these Mutalisks here. But there's some Ling Bane here that can stop that. He needs to get the Ling Bane across though. Oh, he's going to continue to get one of these engineering bays, though it is not the one upgrading. But he will deny 3-3, potentially. Oh, no he won't. No, he needs to back away from that. Loses a Mutalisk. Meantime, there's actually not that much here at this 3rd base. These Mutalisks are keeping a ton of these Marines busy. I think this is Starkiller's time to go.
Yeah, actually, with those 2 medevacs, that might be the perfect time, as his army at the 3rd is going to be lower.
He's
much lower.
25 more Banelings. He has 52 Banelings, Snoopy.
Oh man, and
He's gonna move in from like every possible side all at once. Look at this surround. It is an infinity degree surround here. He's going in from every single side simultaneously. Those splits are good, but there's so many Banes. There's a second wave of Banes, and more SCVs go down. He's trying to split, but there's just not enough room to go. GG for Acheron! Starkiller!
he makes it with 3 bases.
Oh my god. You know what they say? If the 5th wave doesn't succeed, go for the 6th one. When all in fails, all in 5 more times.
It's like, at first you don't succeed, try again.
But Starkiller was nibbling away at Acheron every single time. I thought that once the 2-2 was done, though, I didn't think that Starkiller was going to be able to make it, but he did.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so far I am 0 for 2 in my predictions. But I am correct in my overall prediction for this match so far. I predicted it would open up 1-1. So I guess 2 wrongs make a right.
All right, looks like
Now we're going to have possibly my most anticipated match of the night, apart from the potentially the ace match. Australia versus Cham on King's Cove. Oh my god. I think
Actually,
we're going to see quite a PVZ.
I don't actually see Australia on. Let me hopefully he didn't forget that there's a match happening right now. That would be really unfortunate. Oh wait, okay, never mind. No, I don't see him.
Australia's a professional. I'm sure he'll be around to be whispered.
Well, he was playing earlier in a tournament, I believe.
There we go. This is a team event. A team that gives him these pro series and such. I'm sure he won't let us down. Even if he is in a tournament. Unless, is WCS Winter still going? Because that I can understand him taking priority.
No, it's over, so. Okay, I see him on Discord. Okay, let me go ahead and.
Yeah, don't let the blue border fool you. Cham is currently sitting at 6,500 MMR. So he hasn't played much in the last 3 weeks. On ladder. 114 wins and 39 losses on the ladder.
Wow.
And if he was in Grandmaster right now, he would be in first place. He has a higher MMR than anyone currently in GM.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
The top GM right now is 6,480. Australia himself at the second spot at 6,358. So both of them right up there in North America.
Oh, we do have a barcode here at the #1 spot with 27 wins and 1 losses. I wonder who that is. Maybe Neeb or something.
Yeah, barcode doesn't really seem like Parding's style. He's supposed to make joke names.
It looks like
Could even be one of the top Koreans. I mean, 27-1. That's not easy. I wonder if SC2 Unmasked has an idea of who it actually is. Well, you get a swear. Let me see if I can find out.
okay. So I see him. I mean, it shows him online in Discord, but Starkiller, I think it shows him he's offline in Discord. So might be a little bit of a Discord bug.
Have you whispered him?
Yeah, but no response so far.
There's no way. I refuse to believe that Australia of all people won't show up.
Hmm.
And if he doesn't, you can clip that, and he should be very guilty.
I'm gonna ask if it's possible we could play the fourth the fourth match.
It is parting.
Oh, it is? Okay. Oh man, I'm a little bit afraid because I think ATL has a 15-minute, or I guess eight, according to Adon, it's 10 minutes wait time before the player shows up, before a walkover. But I'm hoping that we can, at least if he doesn't come on, hopefully we can maybe play the fourth set, and then hopefully he comes on later on. But no response yet so far from Australia. And this is quite an important game because this is tied 1-1 and semifinals, chance to go to the finals.
Yeah, it is. It is an extremely important one.
Alright, seems like there's still no response yet from Australia. Huh. Alright, Starkiller's suggesting that we start
Yeah,
the...
but
Yeah.
I don't think they want to let him. And oh, that's nice of them. I was thinking they were probably gonna angle for the 15 minutes, and I wouldn't have even blamed them for doing that.
Yeah. But I think, yeah, BlackN is, pretty cool clan, and one of their admins is actually one of the admins of ATL Team League, so... yeah,
Ah,
they're pretty. I think him and Sushi, of course, Sushi, one of the other admins of ATL Team League. They're pretty cool with each other. So nice of them for them to offer that we play the fourth set before set 3 to see if Australia can come on later on.
fair enough.
All right. By the way, since we're waiting for the next game to start, do you want to go ahead and talk about the upcoming Alpha X Champions Cup?
Alright, sure. So some of you may remember Contenders. It was a $150 prize pool tournament, largely thanks to donations from our lovely viewers and members, which was played over about 7 weeks for from 5600 MMR or below GMs from Alpha X. We had GSL style groups into a semifinals. Basically, it was a 16-player version of the GSL. It was a lot of fun, but we decided to go bigger. Champions is a $500 tournament across 7 weeks. It will be the same as Contenders, except it will be open to all Alpha X members. We already have 12 signups at 5600 MMR or above, as well as a bunch more GMs. So if you like seeing all of these players here today from Alpha X, if you want to see them duke it out against their own teammates, do tune in. It will be on every Saturday at 4 PM EST, with the sole exception of the end of April, which will be the MVP Cup at the same time. We are very pleased to have our sponsors. We've got Bubba Burger and 24 Hour Fitness sponsoring it. I believe it's Bubba Burger. I'm not sure if 24 Hour Fitness is sponsoring it. They are sponsoring our Pro Series. And we do have that $500 for the players locked up and already guaranteed. So it's going to be pretty great.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a quite exciting 7 weeks, as we do have the best of Alpha X playing there.
Yeah, and signups close, I believe, tomorrow. So if you want to see what the lineups are going to be, there will be a Liquipedia page, and do tune into our Alpha X Discord if you want to see the updates as they come.
Yeah, and it's pretty crazy because I think, if I'm not mistaken, $500 prize pool is the biggest prize pool that Alpha X has ever had in an event, like in an
Oh yeah,
in-house
definitely.
event. So,
If you want to link the wiki, that the Liquipedia page, that'd be good. Currently, we don't have our players yet because signups are still open for another day or so, and then they have to be seeded.
yep, let me go ahead and plug that into the Twitch channel.
But if you bookmark that, you will see it. I believe all of our players from today have signed up, Artist Rare, Member, and Starkiller, and they will all make the cutoff. We will be giving it to the top 16 players by MMR who sign up, rather than first come, first serve. We want to make sure we get the best players in Alpha X for you guys.
Alright, good news is Mamba is here, so let's go ahead and get him in-game here.
Alright, Mamba versus Armani. This will be an interesting one.
As we all know, the Armani suits are pretty classic.
I believe that's why Armani picked his name in the first place.
Yep, I'm sure
I
he
do
has.
remember seeing a few games of him in the GSL.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
wonder how.
his name does sound familiar to me, so I'm pretty sure he was in, or I've seen him maybe somewhere around the GSL. Oh, he's back. Nice.
And he was known as Burning once as well.
Oh, we actually have a burning in our clan.
Yeah, don't think it's the same guy. No, he's won like $15,000 over the course of his career.
No, not too shabby.
Yeah, he's done quite well. And yes, in 2017 he made 2 GSLs, though he did get knocked out at the bottom of his group both times. But he is a GSL caliber, or was a GSL caliber player. That's what happened. It looks like he had retired to join the army
Ah, okay, I see.
in 2017, and now I guess he's recently back, and he's found a team in Black Knight, and he's improving his skills once again.
That's awesome. I mean, you know, once you go to the army and you have to take a couple of years off and then come back to a game that probably you once knew but not really know right now because of the new meta, the new units, and the new balance patches, it's quite hard to kind of catch up. So shout out to, or props to all the players that's coming back from the army, kind of like Bomber, coming back to a game and trying to kind of get better at it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It is not easy at all to do that.
Yeah, I mean,
Armani has it.
I'm sure you took like a 1 week or a couple weeks break before from StarCraft, and then you come back and it's like it's hard.
I haven't played StarCraft constantly for like 8 years since it came out. I've taken breaks before, and yeah, when you get back, it's definitely hard to get back into the groove of things. And I was never all that amazing. I don't think I've taken a break since getting Masters, except when I was first Masters back at the very start of Heart of the Swarm. But I imagine it'd be even harder to get my skill back now if I took a long break.
Yeah.
All right. In the bottom left, looking to open this game up very, very, very quickly, is the ex-pro gamer. It is Armani.
And spawning at the top right, we have our red Zerg player from Alpha X. It is Mamba.
Armani channeling his inner dark, deciding to put the foreigner in his place. A bit of a cheese. So Armani actually did win at one of the monthly Olimo League tournaments once. He went 3-2 over Sulky in the finals.
Oh, sweet. Oh man, I haven't heard of Soki name in a while.
He's a Brood War. He's back to Brood
Yeah,
War now.
yeah.
Plays in ASL. I think he went pretty deep in ASL and KSL.
Yeah, I think Soki and Rain has done pretty well in terms of their transition back into Brew War.
Yeah, definitely. So we do have the very fast sixlings, but we do have pool first. Oh wait, no, it's pool last. If I remember, I thought his pool was finished, but it's actually only just begun. This is pretty good for Armani, but this is not a macro build. I mean, this is not an all-in build. It is a macro build. It is a heavy pressure build. If you take it with a gas, that means you pretty much want to go all in. But if you take it without a gas, as Armani has done, it means you want to delay the opponent, ideally deny their hatchery, while getting your own up. The game can actually absolutely normalize from here, if Armani does enough damage, which there's a good chance he will. I don't think Mamba has spotted this he has spotted it at least now, and now he knows. Armani going to go after the hatchery. So, Mamba's going to need to make 6 lings, pull drones, and fight with his drones and lings to save the hatchery. While Armani just tries to maximize the damage done that he can on it. Pulling all the drones is Mamba, trying to delay the damage on this hatchery. Oh man, that's quite a bit of damage actually. Armani microing it very well, doing a lot of damage, maximizing the damage you can do to that hatchery. 6 drones already down actually.
Wow.
I think attack has already paid for itself.
Yeah.
And they're gonna get another one. So yeah, this attack has paid for itself. Armani is now ahead. He's not like super far ahead. It is far from over. But Armani has gotten a bit of a lead already in this game and thrown Mamba off whatever he was potentially planning.
And the one good thing for Mamba is he does have the gas, so he can research speed a bit quicker. But actually, he doesn't have enough minerals right now. Now he does.
I wonder if he wants to make speed at all, given how late it's going to actually arrive.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem to be making it. So I think he might just want to go straight into roaches, just like Armani will have to. Ooh, I don't like this attack. He's just going to run past, get some scouting done. He sees 2 gases being built now. We'll get into the main. We'll see everything there is to see. There will be no secrets for Armani. And he does start speed. Very late. But he's starting. Meanwhile, Evo Chamber Roach Warren for Armani. I think I would actually prefer it if Mamba didn't get speed.
Yeah, he scouted in the base. He didn't see any gas in the main base, so I think he could have gotten away with skipping speed and then just going straight into roaches.
I just don't think speed's going to really do anything for him in this game, considering it's going to be, very late, and he's basically going to have to go into roaches himself.
Well, the one good thing is that
Mm.
Speedlings, this map is pretty good for Speedlings in terms of, you can go, there's a lot of different pathways to the bases, and he is getting a faster dirt, so I think he needs the speed to at least help him defend the dirt base, possibly.
I don't think he's at all interested in defending. He's at 26 workers. He's pulling up lings. I think he wants to
Oh,
go for an attack
yeah, you're right.
before the roach count gets too high.
That dirt base is mainly for larva, I suppose.
Not even that. I think it's more just as a fake. But I don't think this is going to work at all, I'm afraid. There's 8 roaches on the way for Armani. He's going to be able to, get them in that nice nook between the roach warren and the wall. And if he does that, I don't see these speedlings actually getting anything done. But this is a bit of a path where I don't know if Armani spotted this. Actually, no, he would have spotted it. So he knows. Queens, the roaches, they're all going to be in that nice nook. And this isn't going to do anything.
Oh, if he wanted to, he can actually cancel this dirt, possibly. Oh, but
yeah, there is at least that.
Armani does position his army at the dirt base. Will he go for it? Oh,
actually,
actually,
that's actually the chance. Yeah, that's the chance for the surround, which is exactly what Mamba wants. But will it be enough? With all these lings coming down, I'm just not sure if it will. More and more lings coming in from both sides, but it looks like Armani is going to hold this pretty nicely. And now Armani is in a tremendous position. Wow, Armani just outclassing Mamba at every turn here, I'm afraid.
yeah, and he's kind of behind right now by a lot, actually.
Yeah, I just don't see how Mamba comes back from this. I think he, should have just gone into roaches himself.
Or maybe even Spire. I mean, this map is pretty
Something
good for
like
Spire, yeah.
Yeah, but not Lingbane, because at that point the Lingbane had already essentially become a bit obsolete. He is going after this third base once again, which would be something, but he's still stuck on 26 workers.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of
25.
lings at the natural. We'll take down the natural as well.
The natural is going to go down. Oh man, that early attack really coming back to haunt him. He's using the Banes to try and crush through this wall, but even that's not going to work.
Oh man.
Oh man. GG is called, and Armani takes the game with ease. Hurts to watch as an Alpha X player, but man, that was well played by Armani.
Yeah. And that
Armani showing that, once a GSL contender, always a GSL contender.
Oh yeah, for sure. And now BlackN Esports enjoying a 2-1 lead. And possibly actually might get this walkover win this next set, because Australia has not responded yet, unfortunately. I think maybe he just forgot.
It's Darkhill said he was trying to get Australia's cell phone number.
Mm-hmm.
From some Storm players. Alright, Starkiller is calling us through.
Oh, okay. It looks like Aiden. He says at this point, if Australia isn't getting on soon, you guys can let them replace him or take the technical win. Okay, so they're actually allowing us. They're kind enough to allow us to replace him at the very least.
No, he's saying that Black Knight has that option.
Oh, okay.
Black Knight can take the technical win or allow the replacement. It won't be up to us.
Yeah.
Which is understandable and fair.
So I guess we'll see. I mean, they have every right to take the technical win. But hopefully Australia does come on in time. Starkiller gonna call him.
I think that if Starkiller comes back and says, hey, Australia is on its way and it'll be here in like 3 minutes, I don't think that Aiden would give them the technical win because of that. Yeah. But I think that if Starkiller can't reach Australia, then it would be quite fair to give them the technical win, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. Actually, they're gonna allow 20-minute waiting time, so they're giving double the amount.
They said that, yeah, they said they've already been waiting for that long
Oh, okay.
because of the match that happened before.
Yeah.
But I don't think that Black Knight actually has the ability to say exactly what minute they will take the technical win. That would be up to Aiden. I believe he's the admin.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I guess we'll just wait and see if how that goes out.
Yeah, we shall see if Starkiller is able to reach Australia or not.
Again, he was playing. Australia was playing in a tournament earlier on today, so probably was tired after that and then just fell asleep or something.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame him for forgetting about this after, playing in WCS Winter. I still got to watch that and see how it actually pans out.
I might actually have to prepare a backup if they allow us to replace him. Let's see. All right, Starkiller said he's got Australia, but oh man, the but. What's the bad news? Oh, he needs 15 minutes to get home. Oh. All right, gonna go ahead. Oops.
Wrong channel.
Yeah.
How about Firezerg? He's online.
Uh. Okay, I just X light. He says he
Ah,
was actually going to sleep. Okay, so I guess we'll X Fire Zerg then. I guess that's our next best choice. Oh no, he's not allowing us to chat or whisper to him.
and I'll message him on Discord.
Oh no, this game just started. Okay, Star Killer's asking in the Dragons GM M1 channel, so hopefully someone responds. But hopefully Firezer can play as soon as his game is done.
We're not going to have that long.
Hopefully it's a rush game.
It would have to be like a 2-minute game.
Yeah.
Could you just tell Light that it's urgent, and he only needs to play one game, maybe two?
He says he was just turning the lights off. He's on phone.
I don't think you'd be able to log on in time anyway.
Okay, who else is playing? Okay, looks like Bio Ice might. Let's see if Bio Ice. Wait, is he on? No, he's not on the. Okay, I'm gonna have to message him.
Starkiller says he's got BioOS.
Okay, cool.
He says he thinks he's got BioOS. Has he replied to you?
Nope. I just messaged him as soon as you said that. Okay, okay, he said, okay, yeah, he's able to.
Alright, create the room.
Sorry guys for the little bit of a delay. Unfortunately, Australia not able to make it, so gonna have Bio Ice sub in. He's gonna be facing Cham, which is an uphill battle for him, I think. It will be on King's Cove. Currently, the score is 2-1 in favor of BlackN, so they're kind of in match point.
BioOS definitely the underdog against Cham on paper. Just about anyone from NA is, though I think Australia could have taken him on equal footing, but unfortunately it was not to be. I wonder if Australia will be allowed to go in as the ace player. Probably not at this point. But Art is at Australia's level, so Art could go in as the ace player if BioIce is able to take this game against Cham.
Yeah, I mean, it is a best of one, so anything can definitely happen.
Yeah, definitely. I have to see what BioIce has planned. And here we go. Game number 4. Cham versus BioIce. BioIce must win this to keep Alpha X's hopes alive.
Yep. Currently in the playoff semifinals, whoever wins this series will head into the finals. And
do we know who the other finalist is yet?
They have not played their match yet. So
who are the other semi-finalists? I'm guessing Storm is one of them.
Yeah, it's the top teams in our group, and then second place in their group. So it's Storm Gaming versus Bear Me. Oh, actually, Storm Gaming did win 3-1, so they're in the finals.
Oh, there you go. So the winner of this will be up against Storm Gaming in the finals. In the upper left, Moonlighting for Black Knight. It is one of the strongest Zergs on the North American ladder. Possibly the strongest on the North American ladder right now. It is Cham!
And spawning at the bottom right, we have our blue Zerg player from Alpha X. It is Bio Ice.
I think it was Cham I was thinking about when I was talking about the strongest Zerg in Latin America. I'm not sure if Eggs is actually from Latin America. There's like an egg and an eggs, and I can never tell the two apart. And I think they're from different areas, different locations, so it's very difficult. So I blame that. Yeah, Cham, very high up there, 6,500 MMR, at the top of GM, or would be if he had enough games in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, BioIce, absolutely no slouch himself. I believe he walks around at about 6k. So definitely within the kill range of BioIce, but definitely the advantage does lie for Cham.
Yeah, on paper, definitely for Cham. And it's going to be a ZVZ. We'll see if it does go into that Ling-Baneling kind of skirmish that we see in most ZVZs. Or if one of them decides to go for a Roach opening instead, and maybe even Nidus.
It will be interesting. The distance between the natural wall and the hatchery is pretty high on this map, so it does take longer to get that creep across there.
Ah. Yeah.
Which would mean that it would take longer to get that wall up. Plus, it's pretty easy to hold onto your third base, although in Ling Bane Wars that doesn't mean as much. But still, I'm not sure exactly what we'll see. I'm not sure precisely what this means for ZVZ. Again, I'm not a Zerg player. I've not played Zerg on King's Cove. But it'll be interesting to see how these players adapt and what they choose to do.
Yeah, looks like Cham does go for the speed. We'll take the drones off of gas, so looks like he's not going to go for that Baneling opening, at least not early on. As it looks like, he's going for the third base right now with that drone, and as well as BioIce. So pretty much mirror openings from both players.
Yeah, both sides electing for the fast 3 bases, but Cham will have his just a few seconds faster because he will be taking slightly less gas than BioIce. That is the only real point of divergence in the build thus far. 4 Lings actually coming across. They might actually even get the cancel on this, which would be huge. I don't think there's any Lings made for BioIce, so he's gonna have to give that up. That's really big, actually. Cham getting a cancel with just 4 Lings already. The situation's not looking good for BioIce.
Yeah, unfortunately,
he's making some Lings and a Baneliness of his own.
Unfortunately for him, he actually sent 4 Lings across the map. I think he's gonna look to morph them into Banelings. He's kind of hit them in a little secret area.
I agree, and I don't think they were spotted, so hopefully this Ling Bane can get some damage done to make up for this. Hopefully they can cancel the kill of the third base. But it's going to be very difficult to kill a finished third base. And we have actually 4 Lings for Cham, and they're turning into Banelings as well. This could get nasty. We're going to have Banelings on both sides, and they've been unscouted by the other. And the Lings in... Oh my god. Both sides are going to attack the other, and they've got no idea. I think we could be seeing both sides have their thirds cancelled or killed here. This is going to get very interesting. A lot of action happening on both sides. Good Baneling connections overall for BioIce on his side of the map. Meanwhile, Lings and Banes are coming in for Cham. I'm just going to try and keep up as best I can. Queen being taken out at the natural. Meanwhile, damage being done. Banelings get wasted for BioIce, but more and more Lings coming in. The natural is forced to be evacuated for BioIce. He's down to 6 workers. He needs to kill as many workers as he can of Cham. He's basically lost everything. And more and more Lings are coming back for BioIce. Cham is down to 14 workers now. Good connections on the Banelings. Can he get the damage he needs to do?
It's gonna be close.
I think he actually has. I think both sides have been basically annihilated in terms of their economies. Look at that, it's 18 supply to 18 supply, 8 workers to 5. Both sides have practically killed each other. They are both crippled. But I think BioIce has a few more Zerglings, and he's going to use this to his advantage. 2 Banelings on the way for Cham, as he's scrambling to get any units he can. And this Queen could make the difference in this fight, so BioIce is forced to retreat. Both sides are at 3 bases, but they have no workers.
Actually, BioIce has only 2 bases. He had to cancel the third hatchery.
Right.
So as this game
I don't
goes
think that
on,
even matters at this point.
yeah, they only have the workers to saturate it.
it's not like it's not like you have you don't even have the workers to produce out of it. You need a certain amount of economy to produce off 3 hatches. They barely have the economy to produce off 1. BioIce trying to get up this ramp of Cham, and that is a really big mistake, I think. He's lost so many lings from this.
Oh,
GG.
GG.
I don't think he realized how close the fight actually was.
Yeah.
He actually could have, come back from that.
Well done by Cham. He takes it for Black Knight Esports, and they will be heading into the finals. Unfortunately for Alpha X, we will be heading into the 3rd place match. But still,
Yeah.
great season by both teams.
Yeah, and great sportsmanship from Black Knight, allowing us to play BioIce in Australia's stead. Who knows what might have been?
Yep.
And do tune in for our 3rd place match against who are we up against?
Bear Me.
Bear Me.
Yeah. Never heard of that team.
Right, I think that's Panda Bear Me's community team.
Alright, I see. Alright, that pretty much does it. Once again, Black Knight Esports will take it 3-1. And let's see. Do we? Oh, we actually do want to give a shout out to sorry if I butchered this name, Sepulturus, who followed us earlier. So thank you for the follow. Sal, do you have any last words before we wrap this up?
Yeah, do tune in for the 3rd place match. Do tune in to Contenders, Champions, beginning next week. And let's see if we've got anything else interesting for you guys today. Alpha X does have a lot of events. I'm just loading up the event schedule now.
Yeah, I believe we have an event tomorrow, Alpha Pro Series tomorrow.
That wouldn't surprise me. We seem to have a lot of them these days.
Yeah.
And yes, we do. We have Creator versus Impact on at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and 12 p.m. CET. PVZ Best of 9, one of our Alpha Pro Series premiere events.
Yep.
And yeah, starting next week at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, a couple of hours before this one, we shall have the Alpha X Champions Cup Round of 16 Group A. Players to be determined. I believe either Art or Australia will be in it, because the first seed of the tournament will be in Group A, as is tradition.
Sweet.
And a couple of hours after that, we have the OSC Team Championship. All kill, best of 9, against OSC Elite themselves. Mambo and Art are already both signed up to participate.
Yeah, so make sure to tune in for that as well. Thank you guys for tuning in for this playoffs semifinals. Hope you guys enjoy the games and enjoy the rest of your night. This is your friendly neighborhood casting duo signing out.